This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, verse 1 of the Holy Scriptures, and it reads, it says, "And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying," Ezekiel 38 and 2, "Son of man, set thy face against Gog in the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him." Ezekiel 38 and 4 of the Holy Scriptures, and it reads, "And thus saith the Lord Yahweh thy power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal." Ezekiel 38 and 4, "And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords." Ezekiel 38 and 5, and it reads, "Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, and with them, all of them with shield and helmet." Ezekiel 38 and 6, and it reads, "Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee." Ezekiel 38 and 7, "Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself and all thy companies that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them." And this is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 9. Salakia. And this is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 9. "But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be ye not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by." And this is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 10, and it reads through the Holy Scriptures, "Then say he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakar double honors to the elders for preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim scattered to the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And I say shalom to you Akim out there. And this is a sit-down lesson that I wanted to bring out of this recent news article. And this is from the newsweek.com, published by Fatima Khalid on March the 23rd, 2023 at 5:41 p.m. Eastern Time. And it reads, Russian lawmaker calls for wiping out UK off the face of the earth. I guess because the recent tensions been increasing. I believe it was some nation of a recent drones been sent to another nation, and the tensions been stirring up more and more and more. And this is a recent news article. As I'm gonna read it again, it says Russian lawmaker calls for a wiping out of the UK of the face of the earth. And this comes on the heels of the recent tensions been increasing versus the Western countries, Ukraine, and of NATO, and the United States as well too versus Russia. So now we're seeing tensions at an all-time high. Now we have this latest report right here. Now you got tensions between Russia and the UK. And not too long ago, UK sent a message to, I believe, China. They sent a war-like direct message to them. Then, I believe a few days ago, Great Britain came with an announcement that they definitely increasing their nuclear capabilities as well too. And then at the same time, because you got the Russia-Ukraine situation is increasing at an all-time high as well too. So I just want to add a note to that. And it reads, it says, Andrei Gurlovov, if I pronounce his name right, Russian state Deputy recently called for wiping the United Kingdom off of the face of the earth. According to what he has said, arguing that Britain is the main instigator. He said instigator in the Russia-Ukraine war, right? Like I just mentioned. While you have the tensions are increasing at an all-time high between the Russia-Ukraine situation, and it says, continuing on with the reading, his remarks came as part of a televised segment post to Twitter with English subtitles by Anton Gersherisko, advisor to Ukraine's Minister to the Internal Affairs. It says, attention Great Britain. Russia propagandist sees the UK as the main instigator and wants to end the war by inflicting a critical defeat on Britain, tweeted Gershkinskov on Thursday as he shared part of the TV segment showing Gurulov, who is also a retired Russian military leader. It says Gurulov has been outspoken on the war as he often criticized Ukraine allies. He's also recently predicted that the battle will not end before 2027. And we'll bring out those scriptures out again since he made that huge statement. So, like the Holy Scriptures has mentioned in the latter days, it's going to be a increasing of wars and rumors of wars, and nation shall rise against nation. And that's what we're seeing, increasing now so more than ever. I'm going to bring out matter of fact, I'm going to bring out the Matthews 24 and verse 6. So definitely these rumors of wars are definitely heating up. And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6. And it reads through the Holy Scriptures. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And this is Matthew 24 and 7, and it reads through the Holy Scriptures. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Slovakia. Right, so I'm going to read again. Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Right, and that's what we're seeing, the recent increase of nation shall rise against nations and the king. Right, nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And I believe the reason why he made that huge statement about Great Britain, I guess because with the recent deployment of possible China might have sent some China assisting Russia with military drones, I believe. And another allied country was able to send Russia some equipped drones as well too. So I guess what I'm trying to say was right, yeah, probably because of the Russian allies had assist them with military assistance with military drones, because Russia, they have allies with Belarus, Iran, and China as well too. I guess Russia was taking shots. I guess Great Britain was taking shots at China and Iran, but mostly China. So I guess the affiliated that because he was a former military general. I meant to say because I was trying to get the words cleared up. So he was a former military general, and they said he's kind of outspoken, and he's kind of criticized Ukraine allies as well too. And he must have kind of recently criticized Great Britain about the alliance from Russia, of China or Iran potentially supply Russia with military drones or military assistance. So that's why Russia must have responded back in that kind of way, I guess. But in the meantime, I'll bring out the Matthews 24:7 again. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. And I'll go back to verse 6. Matthews 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right, so this right here, this is a increasing rumor of war, as Russia lawmaker calls for a war wiping out UK off the face of the earth. He got that on his head. It plus be blue, not red. Throw red in the trash can.
Yeah, now I'm looking at this other dude. I'm looking at this other dude, his friend. I don't know, he do magic. He got dark powers and shit.
Right.
He got that thing back on Government Crowd 1. That lion. He got that Black Panther.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what Black Panther does. And he do with the same things they do. You know how he be flipping? But he'll flip and keep hitting it with
Dang. That's wrong.
He got a big ass bird like this big.
Wrong. Yeah, that don't make crowd way better than that third one, though. Way better.
Yeah.
That third one, that shit like
Well, you never heard that many cries like?
yeah, but I haven't seen it like that though. I ain't know it's gonna be raw like that.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Salakia about that. I was talking to my brother. But yeah, as I brung out the scriptures of the Matthews 24:6, of the increasing of the wars and rumors of wars are heating up, and the Matthews 24:7, it goes into the nation shall rise against nation, and we got this response right here from the Russian lawmaker calling for a wiping out of Great Britain, of UK, off the face of the earth. So now we're starting to see tension, even though this is just a rumor of war, according to the reports, because in the last days say he's going to hear a lot of increasing of wars and rumors of wars between these different nations. And that's what we're seeing. So with that, this was just a sit-down lesson that I wanted to bring out of this recent news article. Came from Newsweek.com, published by Fatima Khalid. That's his name. Published this news article on March the 23rd, 2023 at 5:41 p.m. As the article says again, Russia lawmaker calls for a wiping UK off the face of the earth. So that shows you once again the rumors of wars are heating up, and the nation shall rise against nations are continuing to increase as well too. The hostility these nations have towards one another is continuing to increase, even though this is according to reports. But this was going to happen in the latter days of these things that are occurring. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying. I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Makar Kadash. Double honors to the elders for preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom.